everybody, and welcome to the first ever episode of Storytime! My name is Mahana McJohnson, and I'm so happy that you decided to join me today. On today's show, and in the upcoming episodes, I'm going to be retelling you guys some of my all-time favorite classic stories. This show is going to be all about adventure and learning, and most importantly, we're going to be growing our imagination. So right now, let's go ahead, everybody, and go ahead and put on your best imagination head. Mine looks pretty cool. Mine's an actual head, but if you don't have one, that's cool too. Okay, you guys can just imagine that you have a big, beautiful one, and it can be any color, or shape, or pattern, whatever you want. What is it? And then when you're ready, go ahead and put it on your head. Alright, today's story, we have an old-time classic. It's one of my favorites, and you've probably heard of it before. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Okay, here we go. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Goldilocks. One day, she was outside adventuring in the forest. It was a beautiful day out. The sun was shining. The birds were chirping. The crickets were cricketing. And you could still smell the morning dew. She had just picked up a beautiful blue and purple flower. It looked so amazing that she held it up to the light to admire it. And as she did that, out of the corner of her eye, she saw the most amazing house she's ever seen. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful! I'm gonna go say hi and knock on the door, she said. So Goldilocks walked up to the house, walked up the driveway, walked right past the valet. She opened the patio screen door. She opened the glass sliding doors. And then she knocked on the door 3 times. Nobody answered, so she decided to knock harder. I wonder where everybody could be. It's such a nice day out. They're probably at the pool, she said. I think I'm gonna knock one more time. And then Goldilocks decided to really give it to him. She was starting to get frustrated. She just wanted somebody to answer, but nobody did. So Goldilocks just walked right in. Oh my goodness, it's so big in here. I think I'm gonna go look around, she said. After walking around and exploring the house and admiring all of the paintings and the piano, she came into the kitchen and she said, "What? It smells delicious in here!" And over to the right, there was a table with 3 bowls of soup. She was so hungry. She said, "You know what? I think I'm gonna try one of these. It smells so good." So she grabbed the plastic spoon and chopsticks and moved them aside. And she picked up the bowl in 2 hands, and she just started to drink it. Oh my gosh, this one's so hot, I just burned my face and my tongue. So she ran over to the freezer, grabbed some ice, and put it on her tongue. And she said, "You know what? That one is just way too hot for anybody. That's ridiculous. Who drinks boiling soup?" she said. So she decided to go over and taste the other ones. This time, she actually used a spoon, like a civilized human being. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's taste it. So she picked it up. Oh, this one's freezing! Come on! Who prefers their soup like this? She was so frustrated. But you know what? She saw one last bowl on the table, and she thought, "I think I'm gonna give it a shot. 3rd time's usually a charm. What the heck? Let's try it," she mumbled. So she picked it up. Oh my goodness, this is delicious! I wonder if Gordon Ramsay lives here, she said excitedly. So she decided to eat the entire bowl. And when she was done, she was starting to get very, very tired. "Man, I need to sit down right now," she said. So she walked into the living room and she saw 3 chairs. 2 of them looked really big to her, so she skipped over those, and she went right for the chair that looked like she fit into it. Oh, this is so comfortable! The chair busted in half, and she started screaming. Ow, my leg and my back, and I scraped my knee, she whined. After she was done feeling so silly for falling, she went ahead and went upstairs and just looked for a bed to lay down in. She couldn't take it anymore. She laid down on the very first bed she saw. Oh my goodness, this is way too hard. I can't believe anybody sleeps in this. She gets up and she goes to the second bed. This is way too soft. Unbelievable, she complained. So Goldilocks laid down right in the third bed. And guess what? It was the most comfortable bed she'd ever been in her entire life. She said, you know what? I'm just gonna go to sleep right now. She snored and she passed out. She was in Dreamtown, baby. I mean, there was nothing waking her up at this point. And then right at that moment, the three bears came home. They walked right in the front door, down the hallway, around the playroom, and around the sauna. Finally, they came to the kitchen. Someone's been eating my soup, growled Papa Bear. Someone's been eating my soup, said Mama Bear. Someone's been eating my soup, and they ate it all up, cried the baby bear. After wondering what happened to all of their soup, they decided to walk into the living room. Someone's been eating my soup, and they've broken it to pieces, cried the baby bear. So they decided to look around some more, and when they got upstairs to the bedroom, someone's been sleeping in my bed. Someone's been sleeping in my bed too, said the mama bear. Someone's been sleeping in my bed, and she's still there, said the baby bear. Just then, Goldilocks woke up. She saw three bears standing over her. Help! Help! Somebody help me! There's bears trying to kill me! And she jumped up and ran out of the room as fast as she could. She ran down the hallway, down the stairs, past the game room, and around the pool tables and out through the entryway. Then she opened the sliding glass door. But when she closed it, she smashed her finger in the door. Ouch! Darn it! It hurts so bad! Unbelievable! She cried. She kept running as fast as she could, knowing that the bears were right behind her. She kept running through the screen door. She opened it, and as she went through it, it smashed her right in the behind and hit her in their left foot. Oh! Mommy! Mommy! Wah! She cried. Over and over again, she kept crying all the way back through the forest until she got home. And that was the last time that Goldilocks ever returned to that house. The end! So as you can see here, kids, the moral of the story is that we need to respect the privacy and property of others. And you gotta see how your actions can hurt others, you know? Goldilocks just went into there. She probably made a mess in the kitchen, and then she just broke the baby's chair. She's gotta be sitting on the floor now, poor baby. She should have definitely waited for the owners to return home. But she also should definitely not be outside adventuring alone, okay? She should have had at least 2 or 3 friends with her. You know, you gotta stay safe. And if you think that I missed any morals, go ahead and leave them in the comments, you know? Go ahead and let me know what you guys think. And if there's any stories that you want me to read, let me know that too. Alright guys, I hope you really enjoyed this story. We got a lot more coming up, so make sure you go ahead and just subscribe, okay? And you get the notifications when we do new stories. And I'll see you guys next time, here on Story